Today, we will take a look at one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history, the Egyptian pyramids. These huge structures, each of which has been decently preserved for centuries, are among the largest and most impressive structures built on Earth. But let's ask you a question. How were these giant pyramids really built? Was the technology and engineering knowledge of the period sufficient to build these huge stone structures? The largest and most famous structures of Egypt were not only the tombs of the pharaohs. The pyramids housed the most advanced engineering and astronomical knowledge of the period. But in the light of all this information, the construction process of the pyramids still remains a mystery. In this video, we will explore the secrets behind the construction of the pyramids step by step. You will receive in-depth information about the theories trying to solve the mystery, the engineering methods used, and the meaning of the astronomical alignments of the pyramids. Also, get ready to learn details about the workforce and technologies that built these giant structures that are still unexplained even today. When you watch, you will get a closer understanding of how the pyramids were built and what the secret is behind them. Are you ready? So, let's go on this journey together and start solving the secret of the pyramids. The ancient Egyptian pyramids were not only large stone structures, but also cultural and religious symbols. The pyramids were built as the tombs of the pharaohs, but they were not only tombs, but also doors for a journey towards eternity. The pyramids symbolized the connection with the sky in Egypt. The construction of the pyramids was a structure that reinforced the beliefs of not only the dead, but also the living. But the technology used to build the pyramids so perfectly was far beyond the era. At that time, it required a much more advanced level of knowledge than today's engineering knowledge. The placement of each stone of the pyramids, their harmonious alignment with astronomical knowledge, was indeed one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history. But understanding how it is done still preoccupies modern scientists. So, how were these huge stones transported? The stones used in the construction of the Egyptian pyramids weighed an average of 2.5 tons each, while the largest stones were up to about 50 tons. However, the transportation of the stones is still a mystery, even today. Many theories argue that the stones were transported by ramps. However, there is no clear information about the type, length, and structure of the ramps used. Some theories claim that the stones are pulled upwards by roller systems. Other theories suggest that the stones were transported by some kind of rotation system. Even today, moving and placing these stones requires a huge engineering feat. But how could the ancient Egyptians have placed these stones so precisely and powerfully? The answer to this question is still unknown, but one thing is for sure. Transporting the stones used for the construction of the pyramids was one of the largest engineering projects of the period. Another great mystery is the perfect orientation of the pyramids. The Pyramid of Giza is perfectly aligned to the north with its four surfaces. Advanced astronomical knowledge is necessary to be able to obtain such a precise orientation. So, how did the ancient Egyptians achieve this? At this point, it turns out that they have astronomical information, such as the movements of the sun, the positions of stars and planets. Such a perfect alignment of the pyramids, combined with the engineering knowledge of that period, shows that the pyramids were not only funerary structures, but also astronomical observatories. But the secret of this perfect alignment is still a mystery to scientists. What kind of technology did the ancient Egyptians have in this regard? At that time, it would have been possible to make such a precise calculation only by tracking the movements of the stars and the sun in detail. Who worked on the construction of the pyramids? Most people think that slaves worked in the construction of the pyramids. However, recent studies show that the workforce used in the construction of the pyramids were voluntary workers. These workers participated in this work not to transport the stones used in the construction of the pyramids, but as a social task. research shows that the health of these workers is good, and even their standard of living is high according to the conditions of the time. This was not only a construction project of the pyramids at the request of a pharaoh, but also a social project that took place with the joint efforts of a large part of society. The construction of the pyramids meant a social cooperation and cultural heritage. The places where these workers worked offer many important clues, such as where the materials and stones used in the construction of the pyramids were processed. Theories about the construction of pyramids are not ordinary at all. Some studies argue that the pyramids are not just a funerary structure. They can actually be an energy source. Some mystical theories suggest that the pyramids have universal powers, and that the ancient Egyptians may have received information from extraterrestrial beings. Such conspiracy theories offer ideas that are not based on scientific foundations, but are just as exciting as those that solve the secrets of the pyramids. It is still unknown whether the pyramids were built as structures that carry information about the structure of the universe. But one thing is for sure: the pyramids were not just funerary structures, but a mysterious and universal connection point. Today, we have studied the secrets of the pyramids, one of the largest structures in Egypt. However, the secret of building these huge structures still remains an unsolved mystery. If you too want to continue to solve the secret behind the pyramids and explore the technologies of ancient Egypt, subscribe to our channel and get ready to make new discoveries in our next video.